Welcome to Africa 24 on October 12, 2025. Around 8 million Cameroonians will head to the polls to elect their next president. With 12 candidates in the race, each rallying their supporters, Africa 24 is on the ground to bring to you in-depth coverage of the presidential campaign. SDF presidential candidate Joshua Osei visited Mbanga, a town symbolic of the party's early successes in the 1990s. To deliver a clear message, change is possible. By invoking this legacy, Osei aims to inspire belief in political transformation. A report by Mbanga, Evina.
Facing a crowd gathered at the old train station, the arrival of the Social Democratic Front's candidate was met with great enthusiasm on September 29. Highly anticipated, Joshua Osei delivered a speech filled with hope, calling for a return to the spirit of 1990 when Mbanga had established itself as a stronghold of the SDF. Mbanga has a crucial role to play. May what began here in 1990, which was very strong, lead to a change of regime in Yaoundé. Above all, our cause is noble. It's the cause that will deliver the Cameroonian people from their suffering. Our cause is the one that will bring development right to our doorstep.
Qui va pouvoir apporter le développement devant nos portes.
The candidate highlights his federalism plan as a key to Cameroon's renewal. Confident, he is betting on a resounding victory in Mbanga, just as in the party's early days. We are going to win the presidential election. It's 2000% in Mbanga. Yes, we are certain we will succeed. The SDF is fighting for change. With such assurance, the SDF hopes to rekindle the flame from 35 years ago and secure a new victory in Mungo, which could have a strong influence in the outcome of the presidential election.
The Union of Socialist Movement launched its presidential campaign in Jombe Penja in the Mungo division, a symbolic move reflecting its focus on healthcare and improving daily life for Cameroonians. The event marked the party's push for political renewal and grassroots engagement. Mbanga, Evina tells us more.
The caravan of the Union of Socialist Movements chose Jombe Penja in the Mungo division of the littoral region to officially launch its presidential campaign. This town, symbolic both for its plantations and its historical role within the party, marks the starting point of a new momentum for Pierre Kwemo, presidential candidate who sees it as a strategic step to rally his supporters. You know that Jombe Penja is a plantation area. It's a region exploited by multinational companies, and also Jombe Penja is a stronghold of the USM. During his speech, Pierre Kwemo, former SDF Member of Parliament, also emphasized that healthcare is a fundamental pillar of the country's development and pledged to make access to medical services a national priority. Healthcare should be affordable for all Cameroonians, and for certain illnesses, it should be free. There are many sectors that we plan to nationalize. As the promoter of UMS Football Club in Lum, Pierre Kwemo hopes that Jombe Penja will bring as much luck to his presidential campaign as he did to his team, which won the Cameroon Cup during the 2015-2016 season.
Despite climate challenges, land degradation, water scarcity, Cameroon's livestock sector remains strong. According to the World Bank, it contributes 13% to agricultural GDP and employs 30% of the rural population, playing a key role in food security. Insight with Samantha Seberu.
Despite challenges related to climate change, land degradation, human-wildlife conflict, and water scarcity, livestock farming in Cameroon remains a dynamic sector, representing 13% of the agricultural GDP and employing 30% of the rural population, according to the World Bank. It plays a key role in food security and livelihoods. The country has significant natural resources, but animal production remains insufficient to meet the growing demand driven by population growth, urbanization, and the rise of the middle class. We want agriculture to modernize, to become industrialized, and to meet the expectations of the government and the people. And as you know, we no longer import chicken or chicken products. This is thanks to our agricultural sector, thanks to our local producers. In 2024, the Minister of Livestock, Dr. Taiga, inaugurated a feed mill in Yaoundé as part of Cameroon's import substitution strategy. He also encouraged private investment in this sector. Furthermore, the government is investing more than 276 billion CFA francs in genetics, animal health, feed production, processing and research. A new breeding center in Wakwa, in the Adamawa region, is expected to produce 500 semen doses and 300 embryos annually to support artificial insemination for 276,000 cows. The import substitution policy established by the head of state is being implemented through the actions of the government, the people and all the stakeholders. That's why it receives so much media attention, to demonstrate that public policies are effective and meet expectations. The inauguration of the animal feed production plant in Yaoundé represents a major step forward for the agri-food sector in Cameroon. A Central African country aims to achieve an annual meat production of 1.15 million tons by 2035 as part of a 305.7 billion CFA franc dairy development strategy aimed at reducing imports. Modern equipment has been provided to livestock farmers and a financing partnership has been established with Mbanga, according to the Minister of Livestock, Dr. Taiga. Despite a 2% increase in production in 2023, the government is calling for increased investment to achieve the targets.
On September 30, 2025, the CPDM held a municipal rally in Bepanda, Douala's 5th subdivision. The event stood out for the attendance of opposition parties, including the UPC and PADDEC. Nassis gives us more details.
Political mobilization in Douala on Tuesday, September 30, 2025. The bustling Bepanda neighborhood in the 5th district served as the venue for the campaign committee meeting of the Cameroon's People Democratic Movement for Douala 5, a show of strength just weeks before the presidential election. Organized by local leaders of the ruling party, the gathering brought together party members, supporters, and curious onlookers who came in large numbers to hear the message of unity and mobilization delivered by the organizers.
Nous devons dire à Douala 5e, merci, un grand merci à Paul Biya.
We in Douala 5 must express our sincere gratitude to Paul Biya and vote for him because he embodies our hopes. So, ladies and gentlemen, on the evening of October 12, I invite you to sing with me a song you all know very well, Paul Biya, Paul Biya.
Paul Biya, Paul Biya.
A noteworthy feature of this meeting was the presence of representatives from some opposition parties, notably the Union of the Peoples of Cameroon and the PADDEC, who emphasized their support for the CPDM candidate Paul Biya. President Paul Biya is the best candidate today to safeguard national unity, peace, and the sovereignty of our nation. Hence, the UPC is present here in Douala, its natural stronghold in the coastline region. I came to support the CPDM for the launch of President Paul Biya's campaign here in Douala 5. I am an influential figure from Douala 5, currently working in Yaoundé. If you have to campaign for President Paul Biya, PADDEC is here to support him until the election on October 12.
Le PADDEC est présent pour accompagner le chef de l'État.
Between the CPDM's display of strength and its openness to opposition parties, this municipal rally in Bepanda illustrated a dynamic mobilization effort that just weeks before the presidential election in Cameroon confirms the heightened political activity in the country.
As October 12 approaches, Africa 24 will continue to deliver balanced and timely coverage of Cameroon's presidential race. Follow the campaign journal on My Africa 24 and across our networks for updates that go beyond the headlines.